There's a saying which says there's no better policy in a society than pursuing health and safety of its people. Working safely is like breathing. If you don't, you die. Safety in the workplace is a concern that should be considered strictly and closely observed. Good day everyone, I am Giancarlo Bercafort and I will present to you the different working conditions that can produce hazard. Before we go through the main topic, let us define hazard first. What is hazard? Basically, a hazard is any source of potential damage, harm, or adverse health effect on something or someone. In every place we go, we will encounter the existence of hazard, especially in every workplace. Going back, I listed 6 common working conditions that can produce hazard. Let us discuss them one by one. The first working condition that can produce hazard is falling objects. Objects have the potential to fall onto or hit people at the workplace or adjoining areas if precautions are not taken. The most common injuries workers suffer from falling objects are bruises, fractures, strains, and sprains. The objects that commonly fall range from large items such as roofs and pipes to small items such as small hand tools. Examples of fall hazard include weak or defective ladders, ledges without adequate railing carrying heavy objects, stairways using a fork truck without a proper personal platform, failing to use a guardrail on a scaffold. To prevent this, one must provide appropriate training and supervision, and most importantly, always use suitable PPE or personal protective equipment. Second, objects that can puncture the skin. Sharp objects such as nails, trucks, ice picks, knives, teeth, and needles can all cause puncture wounds. Puncture wounds increase your risk of infection because they are hard to clean and provide a warm, moist place for bacteria to grow. Puncture wounds may be small and not seem serious, however, they do need treatment by a healthcare provider. Third, object that could roll over workers' feet. There is no workplace where a worker is immune to foot injury. However, the hazard differ according to the workplace and the types of tasks the worker does. Potential hazard which may lead to foot and legs injury include falling or rolling objects, crushing or penetrating materials, hot crossovers or poisonous substance, electrical hazards, static electricity or slippery surfaces. For protection of feet and legs from falling or rolling objects, hot surfaces, and slippery surfaces, workers should use appropriate foot guards, safety shoes or boots, and leggings. Fourth, toxic chemicals. A variety of hazardous chemicals are commonly found in the workplace. It is important to understand the substances that fall under this classification, as they can have an adverse effect of human health and cause harm to property and the environment, such as poisoning, breathing problems, skin rashes, allergic reaction, cancer, and other health problems. Examples of hazardous chemicals include cleaning chemicals, detergents, fragrant gases, pesticides, diesel fuel, petrol, flammable liquids, welding fumes, and many more. Fifth, we also have heat. Heat can also increase the risk of injuries in workers, as it may result in sweaty palms, fudge up safety glasses, and dizziness. Burns may also occur as a result of accidental contact with hot surfaces or steam. Heat stress can also result in heat stroke, heat exhaustions, heat cramps, or heat rashes. The last but not the least, radiation. Radiation hazard means the danger to the health of an individual arising from exposure to ionizing radiation, whether due to external radiation or to radiation from radioactive substance within the body. Exposure to very high levels of radiation, such as being close to an atomic blast, can cause acute health effects such as skin burns and acute radioactive syndrome. It can also result in long-term health effects such as cancer and cardiovascular disease. You can work safely around radiation if we follow simple precautions such as using distance, shielding, and containment to reduce exposure. Wear protective clothing that, if contaminated, can be removed. So those are the 6 working conditions that can produce hazard. To end this, I want to remind everyone, wherever you are, whatever you do, safety should always be your top priority. Carefulness costs you nothing, but carelessness may cost your life. As they say, better 1,000 times careful than once dead. Thank you.